Hello everyone, wishing you a very happy Republic Day. Today, as we celebrate our Constitution, I'm here to discuss an extremely important amendment made in the Indian Constitution. That is the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act, that is Right to Education. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said that education is the pursuit of truth that enhances your worth and respect for yourself. Well, this quote specifies in itself that education's importance in our life cannot be stressed enough. So today, keeping in mind the evolving interpretation of right to education in our rapidly developing country, I want to take us back to the post-independence discourses on right to education that would provide us a base for all the other future discourses. The Indian Constitution has shown its commitment to ensure access to education since its inception. Although, given the lack of resources during the early years of independence, the constitution makers could not make the right to our education a fundamental right, but it was included in the directive principles under Article 45, which required the state to endeavor to provide for free and compulsory education for children under the age of 14 years within the period of 10 years from the commencement of the constitution. However, this non-binding article was not enough to ensure access to education to all children. It took a series of judgments, especially in the 80s and 90s, for the Supreme Court to interpret Article 21 as not just a fundamental right to life, but a right to live with dignity. This welcoming interpretation of the Supreme Court was a clear announcement to the Indian policy making that a citizen can only enjoy the right to life when they are empowered to make an informed choice. Keeping in mind this interpretation, the Indian Parliament on the 12th of December 2002 passed legislation for the Constitution Amendment that made 3 provisions to facilitate the right to education. It added Article 21A under the Part 3, which initiated that every child between the age of 6 to 14 years of age has the right to full and compulsory education of satisfactory and equitable quality in the formal school. It modified Article 45 under the directive principle that substituted and encouraged the state to endeavor to assure the early childhood care and education for children until the age of 6 years. It inserted a new clause in the fundamental duties as well that mandated the parents or guardians to furnish opportunities of education for their children. It was this crucial amendment in the Constitution that made the basis for the Right to Education Act 2009, which was further drafted on the reports of famous Kothari Commission, the National Education Policy of 1986, and suggestions of various subject matter experts. We have come a long way to provide our children the right to education. We have witnessed exceptionally increasing enrollment rates, girl children and children from marginalized communities claiming their spaces in the educational arenas. However, what cannot be ignored is that we still have a very, very long way to go. Starting from the equal opportunity to access education and providing education that enables them to acquire the skill, knowledge, value, attitude necessary to become an active citizen for the country. Well, right to education is for all of us. So let's contribute to facilitating all our children with their compulsory and equitable approach to their education. Thank you so much.